Hey, good morning, folks. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here. Welcome to the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy, and a pretty strong cold front on the way. You'll see that visually on the satellite picture, and then you'll see it visually on the temperature forecast. Now, don't worry. August 8th. So sunshine and summer still has power over fall and the following season. So it's a brief cool down. Friday, Saturday, a little bit cool on Sunday, and then back to summer. So don't despair. And for those of you that wanted the humidity to go way down, it certainly has occurred and will continue to occur even more. All right. So what is a cold front? It's exactly what it says. It's the front edge of a new type of air. We call them air masses. You know, we look out at the sky and don't really think that there's a big variance in temperature or humidity or density of the air, but these air masses flow around the globe, kind of like, I always use the analogy of vinegar and oil dressing. You know, if you see that in a bowl and the oil starts to come back into blobs, well, there's your cold front, the clouds in Wisconsin, and there's your storm center. You can see the curl up in Minnesota. So that pushes the cold front along and heads it our way. There are spotty showers along this cold front. It's not extremely active. Sorry, folks, I can't really see any comments from you for some reason today on Facebook, so sorry, I won't be able to comment to you. So showers in UP right now. Eventually, there will probably be a line of showers develop along that cold front. That's typically what happens. Now, the high-resolution rapid refresh radar forecast doesn't show a whole lot of activity. Hey, there we go. Carol McDougall from Glenny, good morning, and Monica Latham from Maryland. Good morning to you. Sticky over there in Maryland, isn't it, during the summer? Hi, Eric Lentonen. And good morning, Stacy Nag. So here's your radar forecast. This is this evening. So today will be a dry day across lower Michigan. And sometime this evening, we can have a band of showers move through. Now, this is the middle of the night tonight, and that's when the cold front is kind of passing through. These cold fronts usually need the instability, the heat of the day, to have numerous showers and thunderstorms. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Then Friday afternoon and evening, we get into the northwesterly flow, which becomes unstable because the Great Lakes are warm and the cool air aloft. So look at Saturday morning. Does that kind of look like lake effect rain showers? Well, it is. Yes. And so you could have spurts of showers and downpours. Even at this time of the year, you can get a light thunder shower real quickly. So this is a Saturday thing, and let's go into the European model, go out into the future. So this is the only storm system we have in the offing, and it's not really much of a moisture maker. So this is Saturday morning into afternoon, and the green shaded area would show you where you could have a shower or two. Mansalona to Boyne City to Gaylord, the most favored area for numerous showers. Remember, the same places that would have the heavy lake effect snow will also have the more numerous showers. Now, this is Sunday, and Sunday looks good. It's still a little cool for this time of the year, but looks good. And then, of course, back to work, and it looks good. Nothing as far as a storm system, a widespread storm system in the offing as we go out into next week. Now we're already to the following weekend, and still looks fairly quiet. So, hey, look at these temperatures now. We're nice and warm today. We're in the low 80s. And tomorrow we're transitioning, so still quite mild in the eastern part of lower Michigan. And then we get to the northwest part, and Traverse City might only be 68, 70 degrees. Cadillac, Gaylord, UP might have highs only in the low 60s in the far western part of the state. But tomorrow generally is still a pretty nice day. Now, this is Saturday, where those showers are north. Eric Suzuki, is this one of the busier years for tornadoes? Have you seen, Mark, especially EF2 plus? I was going to look into that. I would say yes. We were thinking it's around 14 tornadoes so far in lower Michigan or in Michigan. So I'm working on that, Eric. We'll see. Hey, good morning, Farmington Hills and Mary Willingham. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. So Saturday is cool. 60s in the north half of the state and 70 in the south half. And you get to Detroit and Ann Arbor, you still get a heat island. And it's tough to really cool down there. So 75 the high on Saturday. So beautiful, really, on Saturday. Just not a bake on the lake type day, especially with the wind. I'll show that to you in a moment here. And then Sunday, up some degrees. We'll call it 75 to 78. And then we inch back to right where we should be. Low 80s Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, low to mid 80s. Thursday, heading toward the mid 80s. Friday, next Friday, into the mid 80s. And next Saturday, maybe mid to upper 80s to near 90 degrees is everything that I'm seeing now. Wind. So a cold front usually comes with a northwest wind, and it brings in that new type of air. This is tomorrow morning, northwest wind at 7 miles an hour. This is tomorrow afternoon. The wind starting to pick up. Actually, these are in knots, so you got to add on about 2 or 3 miles an hour at this speed. So you're looking at a 15 mile an hour wind out of the northwest tomorrow afternoon, and then Saturday. That's a brisk west-northwest wind everywhere. That's 10 to 20 mile an hour wind steady. And Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, not as brisk of a wind, but still out of the northwest at 10 to 15. So that means we get nasty waves on Lake Michigan, on many of the Great Lakes. It'll be dangerous swimming. But then as we go into next week and no storm systems around, we go into a gorgeous, nice light wind pattern. I guess one thing that I would say to you is if you could take a vacation next week, you'd probably have very nice summer weather. Not much in the way of rainfall, quite a bit of sunshine, slowly warming temperatures into the 80s, not a ton of humidity, and not a ton of wind. So next week, if you're thinking about something like that, 2 or 3 days, you got to start burning it up before the end of the year. If you're thinking about something like that, next week probably would be a pretty good time to do that. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great Thursday. We'll see you back here tomorrow, and we'll start the weekend. How's that sound? Bye.